guys, it's Russell with 9th Gen Accord, and I've got a really awesome video that you need to watch following this. If you want to keep your Honda Accord looking really super good, and the finish just absolutely super slick and mirror-like finish, and you've been using this, that's right, that's a clay bar, you really need to watch this next video. You will not be disappointed.
Alright, on today's video we are going to use something that is new on the marketplace. You've probably seen this. This is a piece of clay. When you clay bar your car, it removes contaminants from the paint. These have been around for 50 or 60 years. But today we're going to be trying out the Nanoskin Auto Foam Pad. You can attach this to your DA polisher. And we're also going to try the Speedy Prep Sponge, both by Nanoskin. These take the place of the clay. So let me get set up and we're going to show you how it works. Okay, what we're doing here, this is called a Baggie Test. You want to get you a thin sandwich bag or even a grocery plastic bag and put your hand in it and rub it across the paint, and you will be able to... What are you feeling right now?
It's very bumpy.
Okay, so this paint hasn't been clay barred in, gosh, probably years. Now, when you're rubbing your hand over it without the bag, you can barely feel it, but when you rub it with your hand in the bag, can you tell a difference? So you can really feel the contaminants in the bag, can't you?
Yes.
Alright, so the reason that you want to do this is if you're getting ready to put down sealant or a wax, or you're getting ready to buff the scratches out, you always want to decontaminate the paint, and this is the first step. Well, actually the second step. The first step was washing it. The second step is going to be using all three of our different implements, the clay bar, the auto pad, and the Speedy Sponge. Alright, this is the Speedy Sponge, the auto scrub pad out of the package, and the clay bar side is a rubbery, texturized, the thing I can describe most maybe is it's like a pot holder. It's very sticky. And this side is for your hook and loop, which is going to be going on there. So we'll center the disc on top of that, just like that, and then we'll show you what we're going to do after that. Okay, first thing we're going to do is demonstrate the proper technique for using the clay bar. So we're going to be using some Adams detail spray as a lubricant. There are a lot of places that sell clay lubricant. So we're going to go ahead and generously mist the area, and we're just going to rub the clay just like that. And I don't know if you can hear this, but what this is doing is it's picking up the contaminants out of the paint. Tree sap, industrial fallout, and that is much smoother. Sometimes it needs a second application, so go ahead and just remist it. Go ahead and put some good pressure on it. Okay, and then go back the other way. There you go. It's best not to go in circles. It's best to go north-south and then east-west. And then once you can feel it in the clay, doesn't look like we've got anything in the clay, but that is much smoother. Now there's a few little chips and stuff in the paint, but the contaminants are removed. So to do this whole car, this is a very small car. It would probably take, I don't know, a little more than an hour. So the next thing I'm going to do is show you how to use the auto scrub pad. Alright, so we've got the auto scrub pad on the Porter Cable 7336 DA, and I'm going to show you exactly what we're doing. Now this time I'm going to just use a good high quality soap and water solution just like I do with the car. Alright, go ahead. You don't need any pressure at all. Just go back and forth just like that, and then she's going to go the opposite way. The only thing you got to do is just make sure to keep good lubrication on there. Now you can use Nanoskin's clay lubricant, or Glide I think it's called. You can use detail spray, but when you're doing huge areas like this, it's just much more efficient to use a good quality soap. How's that?
That is so smooth.
Now, compare that to the side we did at clay. Okay, it's the same slickness and smoothness, but this takes far, far, far less effort, and it takes, you can do this entire car. I would say I could do it in probably 20 minutes. So I could do it about 5 times faster. Now we're going to show you how to do it with the Speedy Sponge. All right, so we're going to be doing the Speedy Prep Sponge. It has the same material as the Autoscrub pad has, but this is really good for getting around areas that you can't get with your DA sander if you want to, or you could, you know, use clay in this area. But first thing we're going to do is we're going to dunk this in some water, tell it to the Doberman, and we're going to do the glass. Doing this on the glass is really good because it'll take the contaminants off the glass too. But again, you can use detail spray or you can use soapy water. All right, feel that how smooth that glass is and see if there's a...
That's nice.
All right, now you're going to take the Speedy Sponge and we're going to use the soapy water again. You can use detail spray if you want. So we're going to do this area. I'm going to do this area right here.
Oh, is that right?
The other way, other side. There you go. All right, so same thing, back and forth, and then you're going to use the go the other opposite way. Now these Speedy Sponges and the Autoscrub pad comes in 2 different grades. It comes in fine or it comes in medium. So smooth.
So nice.
Yes. So as you can see, it does the exact same thing that a clay bar does, except much faster. Now, using this, you could probably do this whole car in, I don't know, 35 minutes or so. And the good thing about the Speedy Sponge is that if you drop it, oh, if you did that to that clay bar, you got to throw it away. But all you have to do is rinse this off, and the contaminants are gone, and it's good to go. So we're going to do this whole car. We'll be utilizing the Autoscrub and the Nanoskin Speedy Sponge. All right, so after about 25 minutes of doing the Autoscrub pad and the Speedy Prep Sponge, we're going to do the Baggie Test again. What's it like? Can you feel any contaminants?
Smooth as glass.
Yep. So try it on an area that's dry. Should be the same thing.
Yep.
So I highly recommend, if you use clay bars and have never tried these, the difference is it saves time. It does just as good as a clay bar, and if you drop either of those, Speedy Sponge or the Autoscrub pad, on the ground, you just rinse it off and the contaminants come right off on it. So and it will last a lot longer. Most clays, unless, especially in the winter, you have to continue to knead them, and it's very, very tough to do that. This clay bar in particular is extremely taut. It's hard to do. So if you're looking for a good alternative, I recommend both the Nanoskin Autoscrub pad and the Speedy Prep Sponge, and I will see you on the next video.